My research paper is about the U.S. financial crisis in the IE. It's based off of social and economic policies. So basically, for an example, in the Great Depression, it paved the way for the New Deal and the Keynesian policies in both the United States and Europe. So now in the 21st century, we can now say that America is a melting pot. So in this current recession that we're having right now, the policies will be different, more to accommodate for the Hispanics, the African Americans, and all the other races. Huh? My question? Oh, so my question is the U.S. financial crisis, is it paving a new way for social and economic policies? My views towards the U.S. financial crisis from social and economic policies, I think that it's good. I think that them changing is good for us because we always have to advance from our flaws from the past. Like, we could always do better, is what I'm getting at. Because we'll always have flaws in our system, government system. The U.S. financial crisis is that in a way, I think it's good that we have it so our social and economic policies can grow. So
grow how?
Grow as in like develop, advance.
Advance how?
Advance in the way like improve its policies, because no matter what, our system will never be perfect, so it's just good to see it grow and become better.
So you're saying the financial crisis is good?
Not good in the sense that everybody's losing their house and everybody's losing money, but good in a way that for the future we'll have better policies in general.
So right now it doesn't benefit us really at all, it's just helping our
future.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm kind of against that, because you look at it, we have so many bad things going on because of the financial crisis. I think it's, in a way, it has too many negative impacts. Well, technically, firstly, it impacts on the economy, but individually, it's affecting jobs, lifestyles, people's daily things they need to buy because they can't afford it anymore. And second of all, if you look at it like during Bill Clinton's time, we had a surplus, but we had very little policy to do with anything. If you think about it, very little. So I'm like, now that we have like all-time low, why do we have like an all-time high of policies and stuff? That doesn't make no sense. So that's why I'm kind of against it. Like during the financial crisis, why do we have this? I'm like, it should be when we have like good surplus and stuff like that. But I'm like, totally, I'm against it in general.
Okay.
Well, me, I guess I'm for and against it. For in the sense of what you said, how it's helping us for the future. It's helping our policies improve. It's helping us in that sort of way, like economy-wise. But I also disagree with it because of what she said. It really is impacting people's lives in like a negative way, like taking their houses away, not being able to afford like food for themselves, like how she said, like not having money to support themselves and their family. So that's what I believe.
Okay. That's good. I'm falling! I'm falling! I'm paralyzed now.
Stem cells!
Oh! I can move!
Okay. My research is based on stem cell research. Stem cells research is trying to find those cells, the origin cells that pretty much make any tissue, organ, every single cell in our body pretty much. The pros of it is that we'll be able to find diseases, cures, even possibly cure cancer. The cons is that it's very hard to achieve and the funding is very strenuous. But my opinion is that stem cell research should be funded. It could lead us to a whole other direction of treatments for patients and people that are suffering. So I'm for stem cell research. You too. Right, stem cell research. I highly support it. every kind of stem cell research there are, because there has been so many new developments because of it. Like, we could, like, a stem cell research is the master cell. It could create any body tissue, any organ, which takes time though, but it's good for mankind in general. Think about it. We have diseases like HIV, Parkinson's that we can't even treat. And as time continues, diseases are gonna get a lot harder to fight. Like bacteria becoming anti-resistant. Like our body can't even fight it. Drugs can't even fight it. So what are we gonna do? Why when somebody gets a brain tumor and they can't fight it? Like stem cells can do that. So I'm like, I go for every single kind, even embryonic, because I think it could be the possible thing that saves mankind for survival. What happens if we get like a huge epidemic virus, like the Black Death, and we can't find a cure for that, like something similar to that?
Yeah.
What happens if stem cells can be a cure? What do you guys think of that?
I also agree with you, both stem cell and embryonic, because there's so many diseases, and like especially like in my family, like there's diabetes, so like for the future generations, like it could help cure, and I think it's the answer to most of our disease problems.
So yeah, I now completely agree with you. I agree with stem cell research as well as embryonic research, even though I dislike the fact that they take lives away from, even though they're still not alive, like out in person, but they're like little tiny particles of life. But I mean, I still agree with it because it really can help and benefit us in many ways to like find cures for many possible
Diabetes, cancer,
diseases and stuff. So yeah, I'm for it.
Okay. Unanimous. I won.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're Mexican. Go back to Mexico. You don't belong in our schools.
I'm an American.
How descriptive was that Dream Act?
The topic is the Dream Act. So what is the Dream Act? It's a bipartisan legislation that qualifies undocumented youth who would be eligible for a 6-year-long condition path to citizenship, which requires the completion of a college degree or 2 years of service in our military. So why do you think people are for it? Why should it be passed? Well, actually it passed. Why is the Dream Act good? My question is, why is the Dream Act worth it, or why is it not? Why shouldn't it be passed, or why should it be passed? Why do I keep saying that? It passed already. Oh my god. Okay, so it's good because they think the president, Congress, legislation, and the Senate, they believe that it's good because 3 million students graduate from high schools every year. And about 65,000 of those, they don't get to live the American story of graduating high school, then going to college, then having a better future for themselves. Well, this is why, because they are illegal immigrants. This youth, they have lived in the United States all their life. So why can't they go to college? They were educated here. They work here. They are everywhere. People, people are for it because many dreamers are some of our country's brightest and our best. If they are given legal status, their access to college and better jobs would add $329 billion and 1.4 million jobs to the nation's economy. They were raised in America, so why can't they attend college here? Because they're immigrants. The Dream Act gives them hope. They can now get financial aid. Their college tuition will be much less. It'll be like ours. They'll be able to afford it now. So hence that'll make the graduation rate increase. So the main reason why the president, the Senate believe in the DREAM Act is because an increase in college graduation, the rate would go up because it would be easier for them to pay for college, which would lead to economic gains. So I start with. Okay, so the DREAM Act, I believe it. I'm happy that it passed. It's a good thing. It's helping a lot of students that have worked hard, that will go to school and have a job as well to go to college, because now the DREAM Act will help them in 6 years become a citizen as long as they get a college degree or serve in the military for 2 years. And it's helping them in that way because now they can afford college. It's making their life much easier, and now they actually can live that American story. They can be able to go to high school, graduate, go to college, then plan a better future for themselves. So I'm for the DREAM Act.
Yeah, I also agree with you. I'm for the DREAM Act also. Yeah, I have a lot of family that if it wasn't for that, yeah, then they wouldn't be able to go to college, get financial aid. A lot of people might think it's bad because they're not U.S. citizens, but then they'll become U.S. citizens and then they'll have degrees and then improve our economy.
I agree with you guys, but taking away from my racial background, taking that away, I think it's good for just for the youth in general. If you think about it, because there's a lot of people that are young who want opportunities, but they can't because of certain things like legal status. So I'm saying that it's a good thing, pretty much in general. As think about it, like so many people could go to college, and some are truly brilliant, but they don't have the resources or the school to get that. So I think it benefits us more than one way, because if the youth today is capital, is money. So more people that go to college, be it more people get into jobs, which means more money in the economy. So it's good, really good.
Yep.
Graduation rate increase, more money for the economy.
It's unanimous.
You won.
It's good.
Okay, so
Oh!
yeah, I'm buying you a new one. Dang.
Blooper!
Yeah. Wait, what was on here? Okay, so.
My dice.
Okay, I think those are okay. Unless they were glass. They weren't glass, right?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
So where'd you get this from? Because I need to buy
I had no idea. It was from my house.
I see those at 99 sister.
Yeah, I just go to 99-cent store.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I should throw that away. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we'll do it later.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
so,
do it later.
Yeah, so
It's cool.
next person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. No, it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It was an accident. Ugh.